Of tariff applications is still being discussed far away from me. It hasn't come to me yet.
One of the things that is happening with the South African economy is that we sort of going to muddle our way through this. Everyone is saying that. We know that we already rank rather weakly on international surveys in mining and so on, and these are key industries for electricity consumption. Are we going to be seeing any load shedding that's going to affect that sort of sector and the implications, of course, for investment?
No, there isn't going to be load shedding. You know, load shedding to the extent of unplanned blackouts as a result of energy, of insufficient capacity isn't going to be implemented. Part of the interventions that we're implementing, such as we had this morning, a meeting with the CEOs of the top 10 clients of Eskom, are intended to ensure that we don't go through that phase of load shedding. We are implementing a rigorous and a comprehensive response package that involves both supply side and demand side measures, because we would want for a situation where we are able to claim back for Eskom's reserve load about 10% of the energy that is consumed on a daily basis in South Africa. So we've been asking the corporates to exercise corporate citizenship and cooperate on a voluntary basis with Eskom. We're also asking South Africans to do the bit that they can to save energy through their geysers, efficient use of their swimming pools, and other appliances, so that they also contribute towards saving energy. So the load shedding in the form of unplanned blackouts, we're not going to see that. The corporates that were here representing big industry were saying that they are going to cooperate with Eskom. They don't intend to also see that type of load shedding as we experienced in 2008.
Right. One of the things that almost, or that did happen last year was BHP Billiton wanting to close its smelter, and I think they did in the Eastern Cape because, you know, electricity tariff had gone up. Do you think our electricity situation impacts our economic development in any real way at this moment?
You know, electricity does have an impact on the level of development. You know, the country is undergoing a slowing down rate of economic growth as a result of the global economic situation. But what we have also been seeing is a declining demand for energy as a result of the slowing down in the economy. That notwithstanding, we would want for there to be sufficient volumes of electricity to continue to supply industry and households, so that we continue to make a positive contribution towards economic growth. In this regard, companies are all committed to play ball, to come to the party. In particular, made confident by demonstrable government leadership and the transparency with which we are navigating this difficult situation. We've been very transparent with them. We've been talking to them. They understand the situation we are in. And part of why we are being transparent and talking regularly to the public and corporates, and government is providing leadership to this, is to assure the investors that the country is not in crisis. The situation might be tight, but we are not running short of energy for us to be able to continue to supply industry and households.
Regarding the situation where we still need quite a bit of capacity over and above what we have, how urgently does this make the entire thing around renewable energy? Policy making, drawing up business case that will attract investment in renewable energy.
Part of the interventions that we are making are together with the Department of Energy, because we are trying to cover all our tracks and ensure that every area which can generate electricity is covered. Eskom, as we speak, has already obtained every independent power produced by anybody in the country, be it municipalities or IPPs. And that's in the region of over 1,000 megawatts of electricity. And in that regard, it says that we are paying a serious attention to renewable energy. And so working together with the Department of Energy, we are doing all we can to address every aspect of capacity that is required in the grid. I must say that what this moment really calls for is a responsible citizenship on the part of individuals and corporates, and government understands the responsibility it has to provide leadership and cover all gaps to ensure that we have sufficient capacity on the load.